Hello and welcome to the Switch Underground. My name is Danny and today we're going to start a new game, the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. It came out on February 5th, 2019 for the Switch, but it originally was released in 2015 on like Xbox and PlayStation and stuff like that. This is a sequel to the first game, which I haven't played, but I watched a bit of the first part from another Let's Player, just to get a feel for how the game's gonna go. So I know that we're in for a bit of talking, a lot of tropes, a lot of humor, and let's not beat around the bush here. This is going to be really chill. Probably not a ton of me having to read stuff, which is good for me. Let's just go. So, I was thinking...
Oh. Through all Aventasia. The alliance of humans, elves, and dwarves fought against the evil army of the shadows. The war had devastated the country for years upon years, and yet...
Let me see if I can turn down the music a little bit. Let's go 40% on the music, speech at 100. See what that's like.
No one gained the advantage.
That's a little better.
And so it was that in that time of deepest despair, that an old archaeologist uncovered the location of the artifact of divine fate.
That archaeologist...
The artifact could fulfill every wish.
Looks interesting.
And thus decide the war, for one side or the other.
Okay.
Led by Warlock Munkus, son of Archwitch Mortroga, the Shadows hunted for the artifact. And they
Warlock
would have reached
Munkus.
it first, were it not for a group of heroes who stood against them.
Maybe
Wilbur,
this was the first game?
the young gnome who was the first of his clan to become a mage. Ivo, the courageous elven princess from the woodland realm. And the Critter, a hairy creature from the Northlands. Companion of the most brilliant of the heroes. Nate
That looks like that...
who was supposed to spend the rest of his life at the side of an elven princess.
Oh,
Who
I'm
deserved the
narrating.
kingdom and all the riches in the world. Who should stop wasting time talking about himself in the third person.
Wow, dude. This actually looks really good.
Ah!
Oh, I'm falling. This is bad. Okay, can I move? Hold onto the rock face, okay. Holding on.
Good, good. This is good.
This is very good, Nate.
Although the ground is still getting closer.
That it is. We should have brought a parachute. Climb up the rock face. Okay, that looks like that's not working. Nate, that's not working at all. We're dead. Wow, this is a fast game. Oh, there we go. We're back. Let's get on there. There we go. Just like Kit from
Part of the jetty.
Tailspin.
At least some of it survived the explosion.
Let's ride that thing to Valhalla, dude. Let's go. So, do I actually... I guess I can't really walk around right now. Just a lot of pushing the button. Climb up
If
the
I'm
rope.
lucky, this will go all the way up to the island. But somehow I really doubt it will.
Well, we're still falling, Nate, so... I hope everyone's having a good day today while Nate and I climb to oblivion. Go for it, dude.
Ow!
A magic lamp. It's exactly what we need. Let's rub it, Nate. Rub it like you've never rubbed before. We're gonna need a wish. There you go. Jesus Christ, a genie actually popped out.
Good.
Hello.
For now. Could it be that your spell didn't quite work out the way you planned?
I did tell you there were certain risks involved.
Yeah, well. What did I wish for? High risk. Oh well, no big thing. Almost no harm done. Let's go help.
I could use some help here, Benny.
Well, you did see what happened last time I cast a spell.
Well, Benny, it can't get
Time to
any
make up
worse.
for it then. Now shake a leg.
Oh, I don't know. I might just end up making everything worse.
Benny doesn't have legs. Stop time reverse gravity.
Excuse me, I'm sorry for the disturbance. Don't know what came over me. I'll be fine on my own.
Oh, really?
No, Benny, not really. Not even close.
Ah, humor. Funny.
We're dying, Benny.
Can't you just stop time? Or wings! Give me wings! How about that?
Don't waste your third wish on
this
wings,
is all
dude.
terribly complicated. I really don't feel up to it today, Nate.
Benny!
Perhaps tomorrow?
Benny, do something.
I really do
We're
need
dead.
to think through what's happened today properly.
You get me out of the mess you got us into right now!
Benny doesn't work well under pressure.
I just can't take it anymore!
Benny!
Well, shit, that backfired.
Ah! Stay
Let's-
easy and we can forget about miracles. I gotta find something easy, something even he thinks he can do.
Yes. I think we can make a parachute out of that, Nate. Magic carpet. Excellent. Yo, Rogue Man. It's been a millennia. Give me some tassel.
A flying carpet. Is that too much to ask?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh shit.
Why you-
Apologize, Nate.
Ah! I'm sorry I criticized your work, Benny.
Good
And?
man.
And that I shook your lamp. And everything else. You meant well.
Well, all right then. I forgive you. What can I do for you?
Save my life.
Carpet!
Flying.
A flying carpet. Shouldn't be too hard. Should I really dare? Am I really up to it?
Come on, Benny. Believe in yourself.
Yes!
We have to survive. Can't die unless we're a game of ghosts. Oh, we're flying. That's nice. Alright. Nate has turned into
What the
Aladdin.
heck? What happened here? No!
Well, that went well. Oh my god, it's the Sesame Street guy. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Nope. How you guys doing today? Hopefully you're catching this at a good time when you just need to chill out and relax. That's the main goal here. You know, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the heck I was gonna do. And it kind of prevented me from playing the game. But you know what? Let's call a spade a spade. We're just gonna chill. Great. We got Wally's grandpa.
Welcome, adventurer. I am the tutorial, guardian of gameplay, explainer of controls.
Okay.
Use the left stick to move the character.
Actively moving left stick. Look at that. Oh, donuts. Okay, good.
Well
Done.
done. If you walk up to an object, context-sensitive actions will be displayed.
Such as
Walk
rub.
up to that big lever and press A.
Excellent. Walking to the lever, pressing A actively, pulled it. God, that was
has
so
used the
good.
lever, as this seemed logical to him. Now press B so that the robot looks at the lever rather than uses it.
Okay. Look at it.
Excellent. The robot thinks the lever is working. But if
Is that
that's
what we
so,
got from that?
What is the problem? That hatch over there. Walk up to it and press A.
Okay. Actively rolling to the hatch. Peep, do, dilute. Yes, okay.
Little chap seems to think there are advanced engine mechanics hidden behind there. Perhaps that's where the problem is. Press
One could
A
surmise that.
next to the hatch.
Okay. Can you stop pulling on your lever, bud? This is a family experience. Open it. Investigate the gears. Lubricate.
First time you press A will allow you to look, the second to use.
Good.
Why? Because after a player character has looked at something, the most logical thing to do next is use it. It's quite simple. Press B when you want to look at something. Press A in order to do whatever that character thinks is the next most sensible move.
Shouldn't I be the one that
Is the
decides
machine
that?
working again? Walk up to the lever and press A.
We literally took out a gear and put it back in. Oh my god, we are tech support. Look at that. Now we watch this B-rated Game of Thrones sequence some more. And if you're still awake, or you're still at work, and you haven't left for lunch yet, I hope you're having a good day, or I hope you had a good day. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I was gonna Okay. Game of Thrones starts in
Appears
March,
to be a
dude.
new problem.
Excited.
Better take a closer look at the engine.
Absolutely. Let's take a gander. The robot. Oh shit. Way to go,
Oops.
chap.
That wasn't very helpful. Please pick up both gears by pressing A. If you can reach several objects from one position, you can use the right stick to select the one you want to interact with.
Oh, okay. So if I'm in the middle, okay, I can just assign. Pick it up, dude. Yep, pick that one up too.
Great work. Items you pick up will go into your inventory.
Thank you.
You open and close your inventory by pressing Y. To use
Okay.
an inventory item, select it with A. Use one of the gears in your inventory with the engine of the town model.
Town model. Oh, what do I have there? Ooh, a dented oil can. I'm going to need that.
Excellent. Now how about dealing with the second gear?
Absolutely. Here we go. You guys ready? You sitting down? I'm glad I'm sitting down. My back kind of hurts because I'm old, but hey.
Perfect.
Now.
Better oil the engine before you switch the machine back on again.
But that's my own personal lube. Sometimes life is about sacrifice. In our case, our robotic self-gratification, unencumbered, is now gone. Great.
That should do it. Time to crank it up.
Alright, White Trash Wally, let's go. There ain't no easy cranking here. Done it. When I woke up this morning, I didn't think I was going to be a master gamer. I don't think those bats are real. I could be wrong. Hey, what do you know? Wally's up here causing trouble again.
You can examine objects in the inventory in more detail. Pick up the damaged figure and the toolbox.
Very good.
Then
Well,
open the inventory with Y.
and do stuff. Take the old toolbox. Do I need to pick that up? Yes. What the heck is that? Alright, let's take a look. What did it say? B. Oh, that's
You found a few
cool.
items in the
So you can
toolbox.
open stuff
You can
inside your
use
inventory.
these items on each other by initially selecting the first object with A, and then using
Your
it on the
standard
second
combine
object
item
again
shit.
with A.
Okay,
Try
I'm
to
ready.
repair the figure in the inventory.
No problem. It's gonna need some tape. Oh. Oop. Well, here's the bad news.
Well done. Now place the figure back in its rightful place on the balcony of the castle and start the machine.
I taped it up. Put it right back on. Well, he's a nice little fella. And we're off.
Excellent. You're now ready. One last tip before I go. If you press X, all interesting objects in the scene will be displayed.
Oh, thank God.
Good
Just in
luck
case
with
we
your
get
adventures
stuck.
in the Book of Unwritten Tales 2.
Thank you. So I'm a little... I don't know about the camera here, where it's gonna sit forever, because I don't want to block like the puzzle solutions for when I get stuck.
I'm worried about you. Oh, Mother. What's wrong with you?
Classic.
Everything's fine.
That's what my teenage daughter says. It's fine.
No, you don't look well at all. Positively rotund.
Oh, wow.
It is unseemly for an elf princess to cope with her frustrations by comfort eating.
Hey,
If you carry on like this, you won't fit into your wedding dress.
pump your brakes, mother.
I
I don't have any intentions of marrying anytime soon.
She can get as thick as she wants.
Darling, we've been through that already. Prince Lalilos is going to be arriving next week. You will like him.
What kind of name is that?
He's charming and... Look, he sent us a picture of himself and his sister.
Great, a selfie.
Which of the two is the sister?
The
Got
elf
him.
nobility, unfortunately, has not got any unshaven Neanderthals to offer. You'll just have to get used to that.
Well, mustache.
I don't have the slightest interest in that person. Not anymore.
You are at the heart of the elf kingdom.
That must be
in
Nate.
the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad, tired, or fat.
Okay, I didn't come here to feel
I only
feelings.
want what's
Game.
best for you, Ivo.
I came to relax, not be insulted. I can be an elf princess if I want. You don't have to shame me. Get out of here. Good. We're here. Give me some control. Can I move?
Did you see that? She's locked me in.
That witch.
Yes, only what's best for me. She always says that. Have you seen this prince? A vain river elf who's only interested in topping up his tan. I'm to spend hundreds of years in the company of someone I don't love?
Hey.
Not me.
Give him a chance.
And how? She will try anything and everything. Nothing's more important to her than getting me married off. Ugh.
I want to decide for
When I
myself.
was out there with the humans, it was the first time that I had the feeling I could determine my own destiny.
This has to be stuff from the first game, right?
Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the territory? A life without risk, that is so...
Safe.
Oh, you don't understand. If I could,
It
I
is a
would go
bird.
right now.
Maybe you should try talking to the couch. Might have more
You want
insight.
to stop me?
It's
Just
seen
like last
some
time.
things. Oh, we got a badass
I
bird
didn't want
here.
to tell Mother, but I've not been feeling too well lately, Cheep.
Uh-oh.
I'd say the same thing, but we elves hardly ever get ill. Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in the human world, and they have some very strange ideas about personal hygiene.
Okay.
Well, I thought perhaps it's a curse.
What kind of hygiene are you having trouble
no,
with
you
here?
won't. I'll take care of it myself. Mother would make a state occasion out of it.
You talking about,
I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a medical book down in the library.
Oh no.
No, rest is not what I need just now. I'll go down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone, just
Probably a
like
bad
a
idea.
grown-up elf.
It's gonna be ass cancer. It's always ass cancer.
I'm not going to be stopped, neither by locked doors nor by you.
Well, good. Let's apparate out of here. So let's test out X. Wow, so X is giving us a ton of crap to look at. Look at the rug, look at the flower, look at the jug. Oh wow, I can just cycle through it. Let's look at this painting. Wow, I just walked right through that curtain. I'm a ghost, I'm dead.
The times when the others were here in the elf burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying to make me laugh.
Yep. Hey, at least the mirror works. I'm not a vampire and I'm not dead.
Wilbur was so excited. He loves elves and our stories. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about bygone ages.
Man, I'm gonna need a more comfortable chair.
Complete idiot.
Hey, that's me. I've got a magic carpet now, so I would just chill with that idiot stuff. Don't want to go outside yet.
A beautiful red flower. It was only put here a few days ago. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks nice in my room. And then it's replaced and planted in the garden.
Well, that's nice. Can I pick it up? Probably not. It would show me that, right? Alright, let's see. Look at the flower. Look at the jug.
Fresh water from the spring brook, the little stream that rises here in the castle and provides for the whole valley.
I think you need
People
a
come
little...
from far and wide to drink it.
Come to drink the water. Isn't elvish wine supposed to be good? What about this ashtray?
Normally this bowl is full of fruit and nuts. Presumably Mother has decided I should be without such things whilst I am, as she says, positively rotund.
Hey.
An envoy from the Far East gave me this musical box years ago. Wherever I go, I always have its tune in my head.
Well, let's hear it. Touch the ball. It's not terrible. Okay, what about the, yeah.
A guard with a spear and shield, and like all elven figures, immaculate.
What about your ugly doll? Let's look at that.
I've been sleeping badly of late, and sometimes I feel tired all day long.
Oh,
I've never been ill, but something isn't right. I hope I'll find the answer in the library.
Maybe you have children. Alright, so we looked at that. Let's go. Oh, don't do
The
that.
music box.
So, can I sprint?
I had my birthday during the few weeks that we spent living together here in the Elf Burrow. That was a big deal for Wilbur.
Happy birthday?
He couldn't understand that the significance of birthdays tends to fade after a few hundred years. He
Or
insisted
10.
on making me a present. He sat in the corner for days knitting me this hat with his little gnarled fingers.
Oh, good. We'll be able to stay warm.
Cheep-cheep survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist on exactly the opposite.
Well, did Cheep-cheep
He
used
told
to be
everyone
something?
for months how he defended me from all the evils of the world and then only just escaped with his tail feathers intact.
I can see my boobs in the mirror.
Cheep-cheep likes to look at his reflection. He strikes a pose and then tries to impress himself with it, and succeeds most of the time.
Okay.
Hey, Cheep.
Hey.
Most birds love a mirror because they believe they can see another bird in it. You just love them because you can't get enough of yourself.
Hey. Nothing wrong with that.
I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't incarcerated in here. See you later.
Oh, yeah. You're suffering.
Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room.
We're not gonna do that. What's he sitting on? Here, let's look at the jewelry box. Oh, that's good that you can rotate through the things.
My jewellery box serves as a podium for the vertically challenged narcissist.
Alright. We looked at everything except the door.
Mother's locked me in, as if I was 200 again. Since
You
I
old,
secretly
man.
escaped from the Elf Burrow last year, she's taken to guarding me closer than ever.
Alright. Ooh, we can walk this way? Alright, let's go outside. This game runs great, dude. Who made it? King Art. A sunflower.
We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite.
Wow, look at that horse back there. And what is...
I used to look into the woods for days on end, imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it.
That's not what I would do with a telescope on my balcony.
I've
Can
seen
I-
much here in the Elf Burrow.
Oh.
Everything is so ordered, so perfect, so dull. One day's just like the next, and they just pass by endlessly.
Okay.
One can almost see the edge of the wood through the telescope. But I just can't leave the Elf Burrow. Mother would never forgive me, and there are so many dangers lurking out there.
Alright. Ooh, climb down to the garden. Do we dare make our escape? Ooh, can I steal something? Take it, dude.
Apologies, I need a few of your seeds.
Yes. What do we have in our inventory right now? Oh, we got a picture. Can I
Since
examine
Nate
it?
left without saying so
Oh.
much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince. So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience. Since Nate left
Alright. Let's walk this way. We can't walk that way. It's fine. Let's go. We're out of here. Bye, Felicia.
It may not be befitting of a princess, but this isn't the first time that I've climbed into the garden via the balcony, and it won't be the last.
Absolutely not. Oh, get out of here. I'm just stretching.
I'm just doing my morning exercises.
Getting the glutes loosened up, you know. Stretching the
I wasn't
hammies.
going to. Of course, I could just ignore him and climb down into the garden anyway. He would, however, make a beeline to Mother and tell on me, and who knows what the two of them would cook up for me next.
Challenge number 1. Pacify the damn bird. We're going to do that with sunflower seeds. So I was reading a little bit about this game, and people were saying that a lot of the puzzles, they just kind of don't make sense, you know? So here's the play. Take the seeds.
Hey, Cheep, you hungry? Fancy some delicious sunflower seeds? You want the seeds? I want to get out of this room. Could we not come to some arrangement? I know that royal servants are unbribable, but sunflower seeds...
They're good.
Huh. Then perhaps not.
Shit, he ain't gonna take them.
If I'm to get out of this room, I have
Alright,
to trick him.
bird.
Mother's orders are sacrosanct to him.
Trick him. Alright. How can I trick this bird?
The door's locked and can only be opened from the other side. I'll have to find another way down.
Alright. Let's see. Let's do the music box, maybe? Picture. Let's use the picture on the bird, why not? We knew that some of these puzzles were going to be kind of weird. Oh, I can't really use the picture anywhere. Okay. How about we put the seeds in the bowl?
Cheep-cheep, would it be possible
Done.
for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and move over to stuffing your beak instead?
That's right. Move your
Don't
blueberry
stare at
ass out of
after
here.
you.
That should be enough to get us the heck out of here. Alright. Houdini, let's go.
Okay, he's not looking this way.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, there is more than one kind of stretch exercise, you know. Perhaps you'd like to train with me.
Seriously?
No chance. I can't sneak down as long as Cheep-cheep's on guard.
Can I grab more
The
sunflower
plant would
seeds?
survive, I'm sure, but at the moment I don't need...
Okay. So... what else can we do? See, that is kind of annoying, dude. Because... oh, he's still here. Okay. Ooh, we can open this box now, though. Here, let's open it. Yes, position yourself, opening the box.
Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't into this sort of thing.
Okay, I got an idea.
The box, as well as its hinges and lock, has been fashioned from one piece of tree root. A masterful...
Yeah. Okay. Get the bird's thick ass into the box. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to get the mirror. Got the mirror. I don't know. It's gone. Okay. So now we can do what with the mirror?
The box as well as its hint.
Okay. Let's get the mirror. Let's put it somewhere. Where can we put it? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, I can put it over here. There it is.
Hey, withdrawal symptoms?
Should I open it just to trap his ass in
The
there?
music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful reflection for 1 second. Come on.
There you go. Flap your ass up there. Oh, that's cold, man. That's cold. Shh. Only emotions.
He's gone to sleep.
That son of a
It
bee's
got
asleep.
dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace.
Should we take it with us? Is that the sound we get when we've succeeded in solving the room? So, those are the kind of puzzles we're in for. We just gotta keep that in mind.
Let's go.
Putting the mirror on the statue, trapping the fat bird in the ball. It'll all make sense. Wow, this actually looks really good.
As expected, no one here. My
Hey,
parents are in the
just like
throne
my
room
YouTube
ruling
channel.
The lands. Or rather, Mother is.
Okay, some stuff to look at here.
There's only a little water left in the bird bath. Cheep-cheep always says that it evaporates quickly. I, however, think that the constant need to replenish the water is more down to his unbridled joyous splashing and not insignificant body mass.
Look at the bonsai.
A fairly small, unattractive tree.
Whoa, the tree's a...
I'd like to see how attractive you'd look if someone disturbed you on the pot in the morning.
You mean...
That's funny.
Anyway, what could I do for you, my little beauty?
He was taking a shit. Thank you for, fertilizing?
Mother put me on a diet this morning so that I'll look perfect for my wedding.
Oh, everything has to be perfect for her. No such thing in nature, of course. Or rather, everything is perfect if you just let nature run its course.
You tell that to Mother.
I have, many times. She'd be very clever in some things, but very daft concerning that.
Now then, she is the queen.
I'm old enough to be able to call a spade a spade. Spade, gardener, get it?
I get it.
The garden always looks fantastic, Arbor.
Thank you.
Arbor, what a
It's
good
hard
name.
load of work. People always think elf gardens are fabulous by their very nature, but you need a mighty good gardener.
You have got
Right.
green fingers.
Ah, that's just moss, my dear. Happens if you spend all day grubbing around in the earth and don't wash your hands properly in the evenings.
Disgusting.
You tree shepherds do a great job.
Tree shepherds? The trees just stand there. What do they need a shepherd? However, I quite fancy one of those shepherd dogs.
What if it pees
Hey,
on you,
Rex,
bro?
do you want to be my shepherd dog? Nah, my darling. I'm a gardener. Nothing more, nothing less.
We're gonna need that rock.
What are you up to today, then? Got much on?
Oh, the usual. You know, it never rains in the Elfborough, but the flowers need their water, so I water them every day.
Ah, the curse of good weather.
The weather isn't the only thing which isn't right. I've been here 30 years, and for 30 years we've had autumn.
Wow,
Time
dude.
passes differently in the Elfborough. Slower.
Well, that's why everyone grows to be ancient here, obviously. But if we had a bit of normal weather and the usual seasons, there'd be a lot more variety here.
I guess, I lived in Vietnam for like 3-4 years, and there's no winter there, right? There's only 2 seasons, hot and hotter. And the hot season has a lot of rain.
You and Father.
So I get
you
it.
get along well, don't you?
Ah, no one understands more about nature than him, that's for sure.
Does he also use
But
the
I don't
pot?
often ask him for help. thinking has never got a field dug, if you get my drift.
He's just more of a theorist.
Hmm.
The mud on your feet, the smell of fresh earth, all that joy and life. And he's missing out on the lot by just sitting around up there and doing nubbit.
I have to get on.
Nubbit.
Yep, got a bit to do myself. I just don't know what's wrong with that plant over there.
We'll sort it out. Pick up his turds.
Your mother got a whole heap of flowers given to her the other day from a fairy delegation. All of them took good and strong, just not that one.
Perhaps it
it's
needs a special type of soil or something.
Diseased.
Well,
Possessed.
anything's possible. If I don't think of something soon, I'll have to ask your father. He can have a little chat with her and she might tell him what's up.
If you're going in...
Is my
it'd be
dad a
nice if
tree?
you didn't tell my mother that you saw me out here.
Oh, you playing hooky again? My lips are sealed.
Arbor's obviously concerned about his flower.
Let's take a look at it.
A lovely spot, so long as the bees who have built their hive directly above the bench don't disturb you.
The bees.
Mother thought it was unseemly of the bees to build their hive in our garden. I don't think she could get used to the thought that she would no longer be the only queen here.
Heyo.
I don't have any time to rest, and that's good. At last I've got something to do again.
Really? Oh, the library, right? Here, let's look at this
It doesn't look
flower.
very well at all. It's unusual for flowers to hang their heads in this garden.
Hmm.
Normally they blossom in our good earth. Not to mention the power of Arbor's green fingers.
Hey.
Hi, Arbor.
Oh, Ivo!
Oh,
Have you found out what's wrong with the plant yet?
my name is Ivo.
Nope,
That's
I
right.
haven't. Everything looks proper. Earth is moist and nutrient rich. The sun is shining. Difficult case. I'd quite like to smoke my morning pipe now, but first work, then play.
See you later, Arbor.
Is that wise for a tree to be smoking? You know, fire and
I
such.
don't know the names of all the plants in the garden. Grandmother knows them all, which is probably down to the fact that it was her that gave many of the plants their names a few thousand years ago. Shite beerwood, sweat tea, dodder flower, fat hen, bistort, stink root. We no
Wow.
longer invite her to family gatherings.
Why not? She's the life of the party, man. Alright, let's see. What's this thing? Another bird bath?
This is Mother's mirror. It's said that you can see into the furthest corners of the land and know what's happening in every part of the world. At the moment, it's no more than
Really?
a shallow bowl. The water's missing.
Ooh, we'll have to make a note of that. We should pick up the turd.
A handy smooth stone. Arbor's sheep dog.
Get it. Okay. Get some water here.
That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content it looks anything but sad. The spring brook emerges up there. It's still small here, but it becomes one of the largest and most important rivers in the woodland realm.
Really? Good to know.
There are elf-made ponds and streams all over the palace ground. Their water's said to have healing powers. No wonder considering where it comes from.
Where does it come from? Oh, what's this one? Hey. Let's take a look at the cat o' nine tails.
There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they were planted there.
Cat o'
They don't
nine
grow in the
tails?
wild so high up
That's
the
a torture
mountains.
device. Those are just
I can't
cat
think of
tails.
any use for a water lily, but a reed could come in handy.
Absolutely. We might need a straw. Something for doing illegal substances. Probably don't want to go in there, right?
That leads up to the throne room. Mother will be conducting the affairs of state with an iron will, whilst Pa leans against the tree of life, probably sleeping.
I like Pa. I'm pretty tired too. Alright. Let's skedaddle. I like the character there. He's cool. Oh my god, it's Sully from Monsters Inc. And a dragon. Although that's probably... My god, dude. Do you see this box? It's A, the portal cube, or B, the Hellraiser box.
Several
Please be the
books about
Hellraiser
animals,
box.
an atlas, a book about humans. Actually, more of a brochure. And what's this? Fishing for the moderately talented.
Is this the library? What's this?
This flower clearly is one of the more exotic of the palace's flowers. It comes from a country in the deep south beyond the deserts. It's said that the flower of this plant used to be sent as a declaration of war, or if one wanted to deprive someone of all sense.
Oh, we need that.
Why do so many people hate this flower? Perhaps it has an abhorrent smell.
Take a... There you go. Oh, we're out. Are we knocked out? Okay.
Now that explains why this flower is classified as a weapon in 24 countries.
Because it's a trumpet? That's interesting to note, because it didn't actually tell us to grab the flower. We had to think about it twice. Let's go look at this thing in the middle. Ooh, sword. Yeah, give me one.
Swords of all the idiots who have tried to conquer the elf burrow.
Oh shit.
It's
Well,
become
that's
less
very
frequent
direct.
over the last few centuries. Humans and dwarves appear to have learnt their lesson. It's said that a ruler in the north wanted to build himself a throne out of all the swords of conquered enemies. Unfortunately, he died after only conquering one enemy, when he refused to heed all the warnings and sat on the throne.
Uh-oh. Was that a Game of Thrones reference? Take it. Oh, whoa. That's actually not just a Game of Thrones reference, that's the sword from Final Fantasy VII. That's Cloud's sword.
It's said that a ruler in the north, unfortunately...
Okay, what else we got? A Minecraft sword. Oh.
It's said that a...
The sword from Lord of the Rings. What is that one from? Can't remember. Hey, if you're watching this, thank you for watching it. You might be the only person that's actually got this far. But if you happen to know what sword that is there, I'd be curious. Let me know in a comment. Alright. Let's take a look. Dice. Let's take a look at the Hellraiser box.
For a while, it was all the rage at official state visits to give geometric presents.
Wow, a bunch of squares.
A present from one of the northern kingdoms. Strange folk up there. The men climb mountains and shout foul-mouthed things in dragon's language at the dragons. I think it's some kind of test of courage.
Okay, so we have Final Fantasy, Minecraft, Lord of the Rings, and Skyrim references, all in the same freaking thing.
Helmets with horns. Cool, but useless.
Hey, foster it out yourself. Get your book.
The Biggest Plant Book of Aventasia by Charles Mendel with illustrations by Alexander Bonpland. A standard reference book that Arbor always used to consult every now and then. However, he insists that he now knows it off by heart.
Maybe we should take a look.
Perhaps I can help Arbor solve the problem with that flower. Let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oh shit. We got quite the puzzle
Giant
here.
beans, also known as magic beans, are very rare. They are the fastest growing plant variety known. Because of the beans' high costs, they are almost exclusively used by the military, for instance, in storming high-walled castles.
And also by mice that want to climb into the clouds.
Killer tomatoes are the most devious of the meat-eating plants. Disguised as tomatoes, they hunt on allotments for defenseless humans.
And they attack people. Attack of the killer tomatoes, yeah?
Killer tomato.
Okay.
The tree of wrath bears fruit several times a year. These grapes of wrath are bad-tempered beasts that can lay whole areas to rack and ruin.
The grapes of wrath. Nice,
Steel
dude.
magnolias look like normal magnolias, but are some of the toughest plants on Earth.
Good
They
to
can
know.
be softened using tragic women's stories and subsequently may be picked.
Do I have a tragic woman story? Oh, because the... Right.
Guard plants, Vigilia ordriensis, belong to the oldest domesticated plants of humankind. They have been especially valued in times of famine as they do not require as much food as, for instance, dogs. They can sometimes develop an unhealthy taste for blood. Baritones.
That's disturbing.
The wood of intelligent apple trees is often used for the equally intelligent and beautifully shaped living accessories of all types.
What do you mean?
For a long time, botanists thought that it may be possible to find other intelligent fruit varieties. So far, the search has proved fruitless.
This is the type of game we're in for. I love it.
Mandrake should only be cultivated by experienced gardeners. The cry of the baby mandrake can kill anyone within 20 meters instantaneously.
Grasp your mandrake. And now...
This plant reminds me of the one that Arbor's having problems with at the moment.
That's right.
Love lily. The love lily enters into an enduring relationship with another plant very early in its life, which frequently lasts its lifetime. If the partner plant dies, then the love lily does not normally survive the separation.
Anything else
This
about it?
plant,
No.
The love if the part
Okay. So the love lily needs its partner plant. Good. I've totally forgotten why the hell we even came down to this library in the first place. Ooh, Rubik's Cube. It's a plant book. What else is over here?
a great example of the variety of our world's fauna. Some of the ideas Mother Nature has can be quite off the wall. Sometimes it's difficult to believe that some creatures in our world have developed naturally. They look as if some bored artist has dreamt them up.
No. That was a Monsters Inc. rub. Now this looks like the dragon from Shrek, maybe?
A few years ago, this dragon was causing a whole lot of grief. A bounty was put on its head, and all heroes of the land were encouraged to hunt it down. 40 brave warriors penetrated its lair and slew it. They brought the head to the palace where it was displayed in triumph. The strange thing was that a bit later more adventurers came carrying an identical head. Then more and more heroes arrived.
Well, that is interesting.
I haven't really got the time to sit and read a book, and if I had, it would definitely not be one about fishing.
Oh, come
There must
on.
be a medical book for elves here somewhere.
It's probably the very top one there, right?
Goldsmithing, masonry, and a book about carpentry. Like all books in this library, it's a guest present. The logic behind this must be, those elves, they have so many beautiful statues and items of wood. They'll be really interested in this. Why don't we present them with a book about it? What they don't realise, though, is that if we're interested in a subject, then we'll already know pretty much all there is to know about the matter, and the book's of no use to us whatsoever.
Well, then why the heck are we looking for a book about medical crap that you can't even see? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Something for us to do there. Did we find it? There it is. Time to find out we have...
Working with wood. There's a master whittler down in the valley. I've enjoyed watching him in the past. He carves animal figures so real that humans and dwarfs believe that they are actually animals turned into wood. This one's more about interiors, making furniture and the like. Plane the wood down by a pixie's thumb and saw the board into 2 equal length pieces. Who knows what that might be good for?
Oh, crap. I probably needed to remember that. Oh, I got the book. Good. Okay. What haven't I looked at here? Read the book on fishing, read the plant book, look at the dice. Ooh, what's this? Another bookshelf that I can't see.
What have we got here then?
A bridge. Some eggs. Dragon eggs.
Almanac of Elf Medicine. That's what I've been looking for.
What about the Rubik's Cube? We need to take a look at that.
Ow!
Oh,
Be
shit.
careful, if you please.
A speaking book?
An ill elf?
Ill elf? So I look ill. What's wrong with me?
Take it easy, young one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Young one, I'm older than you.
And you look it too.
Ooh, snap.
I
You're
do?
not supposed to say that.
No, of course not, and I can also see no illness. But the mere fact that I've been fished out from the back of the shelf for the first time in centuries tells me that something is wrong.
I haven't been feeling too well recently. I'm sleeping badly and have no appetite.
You're
I know
lovesick,
that
lady.
elves are very seldom ill, but if it's not that, then it must be some kind of magic or curse.
Seldom ill does not actually mean never ill. Elves can, for instance, suffer from a broken heart.
Oh,
Told you.
please.
It is one of the most common causes of death amongst beautiful princesses.
Oh, it must be something else.
Sensitive elves can sometimes suffer from the pains of the world. There are a variety of ear infections, and of course it could also be lupus. But I think it is something else.
Like
what?
To be completely certain, you must mix a potion and drink it.
Are you serious?
Very.
Come on, book.
Are you actually qualified to make a diagnosis? And why can you talk?
Obviously, it's bewitched.
I am a magical medicine book. That actually serves as an answer to both of your questions.
I've never encountered a talking book before.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
it is rather
I am
odd.
the only talking book here. That's the problem. In the magical library in Seastone, all books can talk. Things really get cooking there, believe me.
You were probably given to us by someone from Seastone, right?
Right. I was a complete idiot and actually volunteered. As I am a book about elf medicine, I didn't get much to do in Seastone. I thought to myself, hey, this is your chance to get some practical experience.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Yeah, we elves don't get ill much.
And more than that, you don't actually have much time for books. This is the center of the elven kingdom, and just look at how paltry this library is.
We don't have much use for books. We sing songs about times past, and many of us were there at the time.
Then that's probably also the reason why so many elves stand around in white.
What do you mean?
Allow me to elucidate.
Wow,
Over
that's
the
a big
years,
word.
The songs you elves sing will be changed and adapted, a little here, a little there. This editorial process is nothing more than refined elvish propaganda, presenting them as intelligent and morally impeccable.
Good lord.
And who can prove otherwise? There are no other witnesses and there are no books.
He lost me there, dude.
I demand to know this instant what sort of illness I have.
Sometimes it's better not to know.
All right, what's in
I
the
can take
what's in
it.
the potion?
A placebo only works when one doesn't know that it is a placebo.
What's a placebo?
Make the potion and then come back and drink it. Then we'll be sure.
All right, this potion, what goes in it?
Okay,
It is very easy to
we're
make.
gonna need some things
You need
here.
to pound together the green fruit of a metis bush, a
Okay.
spoonful of honey and a red herring, and then mix with water into a viscous potion.
Okay,
Oh, that sounds revolting.
It's medicine. It isn't supposed to taste nice.
a red herring.
And if I drink it,
It's
I'll
probably
be well
not gonna
again?
be an actual herring.
We'll then at least know what is wrong with you.
It's gonna be something fake. So he's gonna tell us where to find all the ingredients, but we kind of need to wrap up this episode.
Thank
so
you. I think that's all for now.
Normally, it's me that ends patient
I
consultations.
want to take a look at this Rubik's
You
Cube before
are
we
only a
go.
princess, but I am a doctor.
You're a talking book. Shut your pages. I don't want to go into the bedroom. It's probably mom and dad's spot. Really, I can't look at the Rubik's Cube? Alright guys, that's gonna do it for... Is this gonna be busted into 2 episodes? Nah, we'll put it into 1. It'll be long, but hey, that's the game. And it's gonna be a long game. And we're gonna spend a lot of time together. Probably while you're working, or right before you go to sleep. So, if you're at work, have a great rest of your day. And if you're sleeping, and I'm talking to your subconscious, you're awesome. And you're gonna wake up tomorrow refreshed and compelled to check the channel again to see when your next bedtime story is. That's going to do it for me. When we come back, we will be investigating the ingredients for our love potion. So many cool references in this room, and this game looks great. I'm looking forward to this, I don't know what to call it, journey adventure that we'll take together. Be good to each other, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.